Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. I just finished. I just finished a Pisces reading, and I'm hoping it's not as long. All right. All right. Okay. So, what's the energies coming out for Leo? All right. All right. Let's see here. Leo. What energies? Oh, okay. So we have the fifth house for Leo, but it's almost upside down. The thing fell almost upside down. So we have the fifth house of passion, performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, passion, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, disco ball. Okay, so we have a roller coaster here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we have, but this was almost upside down, so I'm going to take it as upside down, but it's not completely upside down. Majority of it was upside down. Okay, so someone's not performing well, and someone's sense of humor is kind of a little unacceptable, or someone's not as prone to sense of humor as they once were. Okay, no one's okay. You don't have as much passion as you used to. Someone is probably telling you, wow, you're not the same. You don't laugh about things like you used to. Okay, wow. And maybe you're not being as creative as you used to. Uh, hmm. Huh, it could be a lover. It says love affairs. And it could be a lover. One second. Dan, I don't even know what to put on here, right? What do I put on here? Okay. I think I talked over it. Yeah, all I did is just talk over it. But anyway, so we have entertainment. So someone is not as passionate, okay, as they used to be when it comes to entertainment. So we have a costume. Maybe there's a someone's putting on a mask or pretending that like everything is still okay, like as if they're enthusiastic about um, working. It could be it could be working somewhere. We see a roller coaster, right? Someone's lost passion in something they used to do that was fun because it was upside down. It just fell on its own upside down. Someone lost a lot of passion uh, in something they used to like to do. Pleasure and parties. Hmm. Someone also may go to parties. They're not getting as much pleasure. They're not getting as excited as they used to. Maybe this person used to throw parties as well and don't do it as much, or they don't do it at all. Okay. Or when they go to parties, they're not having as much fun. Why has this person lost their passion? And it could be due to illusions. The card of the day is the Seven of Cups. And I put it up here. Okay. I usually try to put a card up here, and I forgot to do that today. I usually put a card up here. I just wing it and just you know pick a deck, and then just put my hand in the deck and just pull from it backwards, and then I turn it around and see what it is, and I post it in front of me. It says due to illusions. Okay, someone has lost passion, but it could be due to some things that they're thinking is happening to them, or someone is doing some things to them and making it look like they're delusional. It could be that you've lost passion for something because you think someone's trying to sabotage it, or they are sabotaging it but making you feel delusional. There's two different ways that or it could be someone manifesting illusions into your work, or um, making things happen that you it make you feel like it's you, but it's not you, someone on the other end. It could be, um, or someone removing something and you're wondering if you did it, but you know you didn't. But let's say it's a setting and you're like, man, I know I left that there, but then it's removed. And it's kind of like someone trying to make it look as if you, um, oh, wow. It says someone is making it look as if you're not excited about something as well. Or, or maybe they're putting out an illusion that you're not exciting, but you are. Or they're putting out an illusion, because it says illusion. Is someone playing a trick on you or on others to make it look like you're not as exciting or as passionate, or that you are not performing. Ooh, performance, entertainment, internet. The It says at your job, whatever job you have, it may be working on the internet, uh, working at some type of job. Someone is making it look as if you are not performing, or you are not entertaining. So they are making it, they're putting out an illusion, something fake, to make it look as if you are not creative, uh, you are not playful, uh, you're not a good fit to be a mother or a father or a lover. Uh, huh. And if you throw parties, you may be someone that could have been known as exciting, but maybe um, there's competition, uh, making it look as if you're not as exciting or as excited. Okay, children. There's children involved. Um, Humor, romance, disco ball. Okay, okay, okay. So you are a person that likes to have fun. Okay, but someone is intentionally putting out illusions that you are not fun, or that you are not a fun person. Or illusion could mean that someone is also mimicking you. Huh? It's upside down. And then in some cases, maybe you have lost interest. Okay, but trouble doesn't last always, right? It's just an illusion. Whatever, if you've lost interest in something, it could be that you believe that you're not supposed to do this thing anymore, or no one's interested in this. Or if you used to throw parties, you're probably believing that your parties are dud, and no one will want to come to it. And uh, love affairs, you're probably, if it's an illusion that you may be believing that love is not meant for you, is not going to come in, because there are others putting out that illusion or manipulating things around you to make sure that you feel this way. That's what I'm getting. Because something, this says you used to, for this to come out, it's a little chilly. You may hear a little shivering in the voice, but I'm willing um, to find out what the universe has in this energy. Okay, before I freeze, I'm gonna take my butt in the house. Okay, but like I said, this is my house. I bought this March of last year, 2022. Okay, I was very excited about buying it. So I love my home. But like I said in the other video, you're gonna hear a lot of nature. You're gonna hear cars, and I tease that you may hear a rooster now and then. I don't have any roosters, but you're gonna hear vehicles, because we're in nature. I'm outside. Um, I think that's natural. Okay, being inside a house doing readings all the time, it you got to find some type of lighting. You got to find the some type of incense. You got to try to um, find something to open up your senses. Okay, and being in the air, being in the atmosphere, makes it where I can sense and feel what's out here. Okay. So, sense of humor. Oh, if you are a comedian, okay, don't give up. Don't give up. Even though some things are happening right now and they make there's an illusion, okay, that your sense of humor is not welcomed. Okay, it's an illusion. Okay, Leo, there's someone is making it look as if your performance, the parties you throw, the relationships that you lose is just because you're not worthy. Um, Someone is making it look as if your performance is less than what people would want or care for. Okay, with the card upside down. Uh, Somebody may be making fun of the parties you throw, or saying to others, "You're not that funny." Oh, they're not that funny. If you're a comedian, uh, this talks about passion. Yeah, I must have passion for this tarot channel because I'm not letting the cold. I'm over here shivering. I'm over here shivering. I must got some passion to perform. Oh God, yeah, passion. And the good thing is that this is my house. Get it? Oh my God, this is my house. Yeah, this is my house. But I am born. My sign is the fifth house. I am in the fifth, and so is the last president, the former president. He's here. I think he was in the fifth house as well. He had a lot of passion for a lot of stuff. Very passionate, performing with passion. So there may be a lot of people that they say naysayers, and because you're just very passionate about what you do. Okay. Hmm. You've lost passion for a third party situation, that's for sure. But you're very passionate about your children, but someone may be out here putting out an illusion that you're really not passionate about your children. Maybe it's because you're performing in an environment where your children may be involved, and because you are trying to put out a message, like some readers or some parents, they work from home, and the viewer is watching this parent having to work in the same environment as children that want attention. They want others to feel as if you're not a good parent because you're focused on putting out the message. But sometimes when you want to get the rest of the message out, you got to complete it or you will lose the message. And so you may have a child that's doing all kinds of things in the background, but they're you know, at the time that you're doing your live reading or your videos, blogging or conference or Zoom, child may be in the room. And and the thing is, you can't stop children from being kids. They're going to always want attention from everything, but not all attention is one that you have to just always go to. Just as if you was at a regular job and your kid needed attention at the daycare, are you going to pay attention to all that attention? Even though you're in a different room, different house, different place, your child is always going to need attention. Does that mean you are wrong when the daycare, or you are not the one paying attention to everything your child needs at that time? Just pretend you're at your job, okay? And your child is at daycare, but they need attention. You're still the parent, right? Just because you're in another location doesn't mean, I mean, just get what I'm saying. Your child still needs attention, whether you're there in front of them in the same room or at your job at a building without them. But because this person has their child in the same room, you feel as if everything needs to be handled right then and there. Not everything a child does, as long as they're safe in the room with you, they're fine. You look over sometimes. Sometimes you look over. You don't have to always say something. Yes, they want attention, but that's what children do. They may even want attention just because they see a hole, a little tiny pinhole on the wall. Like, look, look. But I don't know if I'm making sense, but those same people that judge are not in the same room with their children. They're being supervised or watched by someone else. So you get the freedom not to have to pay attention to every need or everything they ask about or everything they question. Like, oh, what is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? Can I do this? Can I do that? You get the luxury really of not having to do all that. But does that make you a better parent? Because technically you're not paying attention to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody else is. But what makes you different? You're not paying attention to them either. Yes, they're in a separate building from you. You don't see them, but they need something. Why aren't you doing it? Oh, I'm not in the house. I'm not in the building with them. I don't see them. Out of sight, out of mind. But you're saying that if your child needs anything, you as a parent needs to take care of that right away. Right away. Aren't you still the parent? Why aren't you taking care of that child's needs right away? Every time that they said they needed something, you didn't jump. Well, I didn't see it. They still needed something. Just because the tree fell in the forest doesn't mean it didn't make any noise. Just because that child is in the room with the parent doesn't make them a bad parent if they're trying to finish what they're saying, because this is a business as well. But they may not be able to have a babysitter, but their business requires that they may have to have their child in the room. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as they're once in a while paying attention to the children. But when there's a message that needs to come out, as long as the child doesn't get hurt. Sometimes people are like, oh, why don't you get that child? Man, why is that child talking? Oh, they're asking their parent for attention, or they're crying. Leo, I don't know why this is your message. You may have to you may have to work from home because you cannot afford a babysitter, mom or dad. This Leo, this is your message, because you may even have a child that cannot be in regular school, that has to be with you 24/7 because maybe they have a disability, but they still, you know, a little um, active. Okay, it's it's nothing, but you still have to make that bread. You still have to bring in the income. So if you're on a Zoom call and your child is in the back, and somebody in the Zoom asks you a question and they need a complete answer because this is still your job, you've got to give them that complete answer. Just as long as you keep an eye out and say, hey, sit down, and you're good. They may ask you, your kid may ask you, how many biscuits does it take to put how many biscuits do sharks eat? Let's just say for an example, how many mom, dad, how many biscuits do sharks eat? Let's say your kid asks you that, but you're answering a Zoom question because you got to get that paycheck. And you're like, okay, hold on. And somebody in the comment section like, why didn't they answer the question? Why, a real mom would just go ahead and or a real dad would just go ahead and answer that question because their child just asked that question right away. They need an answer to that. You need to answer that question. That baby, oh, that baby just asked a question. That's so cute. Let me answer it. Why aren't they answering that question? Does that child really, right now, does that child really need to know how many biscuits a shark eats? You're like, well, they're a baby. Yes, they do. Are you serious? Where are the adults at? Okay, where's the logic at? That child is it's a child. Like, okay, hold on, and finish. This is my opinion, but I don't. You don't have to take my opinion, Leo. Some of you have a lot on your plate, okay, and you work from home, or you're having to deal with children that you don't have childcare money for because maybe you don't have a lot of support from the system, or a spouse. You could be a single person, or you could be someone with a partner, and inflation is costing so much that you have to work from home. Okay, maybe you have your own business. There's just some things that you just let children ask the questions, and if you remember later, answer. As long as they're not hurting themselves, pay attention to that. If you see them climbing on something with your, in your visual, like, hey, hold on, let me make sure they're not going to get hurt. Okay, if but there's some things that some battles that just don't need to be fought. Uh, when it comes to people being picky about your parenting, trying to make you look, putting out illusions that you're not a good parent. But how do they know how you are when you're offline? Okay, these this is a way to also try to get you from having passion for your business. If you're an entrepreneur, or if you're just somebody that does readings online, or do what you have to do. If you have to, some people are discouraging you from bringing the child into the video. You know, if you got to do that, just to make you feel a little more comfortable, and soothe them, and then maybe take them back to the crib, and hopefully somebody comes in and babysits by the time you're done with your video. That's fine. If they don't, it's also fine. Find ways to, um, it's okay to try to make the audience a little comfortable. Yes, we're going to be a little sensitive about that, but oversensitivity, extreme worry for people that you don't even know. Okay, is don't worry about it. Do what you have to do, as long as you make sure the child is safe, and let them play. They're gonna ask tons of questions. I've said this in another reading. They're gonna ask plenty of questions. You'll be fine. The child is fine. Don't let the illusions of the internet or what they might be thinking, because you're receptive to, because you're intuitive. You can discern what people are thinking, because sometimes you'll go over your video, you'll watch a video again, and I'm like, why didn't I answer that question? They were asking me this, they were asking me, but then you beat yourself up because you didn't hear it, because your mind wanted to finish a message. Okay, whoever I'm speaking for, I'm probably speaking for a lot of people that go through this, where they're being judged, and then illusions are being put out that this person is not a good parent just because they didn't answer some questions. Um, okay, or sometimes your brain only focuses on one thing, so you're trying to get out the message, and you don't want to forget the message. But then I think the only thing that bothers you is like when you re-watch a video, you're like, oh man, people are gonna think I really didn't care about my kid because I was finishing up the sentence, or trying to finish up what I was saying, and then I didn't hear what my child said. But the child is still living, because the next video I do, the child's still fine. The child is fed. The child is, um, doing well. The next day, the next day, the next year, that same child is getting older and older until they become an adult. If you know, just don't worry about what the internet is thinking. Yes, you may feel a certain way when you watch your video over again, but maybe it's a way also to help you, um, find ways to, um, incorporate how to, bring more attention. But this is your learning. Bring more attention to how you can, um, maneuver with the child, in and giving them a little more attention than the last time. Gradually learning. Okay, but this is a learning experience as well for entrepreneurs, people that work at home and have kids. All right, do not beat yourself up over the internet. It's not worth it. Just do your job if it's internet related, and keep it pushing. Your child will be fine as long as you feed them. Make sure they don't get hurt. But be expecting in your videos for them to ask you all kinds of outrageous or amazing questions, and you may have missed them. Okay. So you may miss a question like, how many horses can a man carry? Just kids are curious about everything. Just so, can I eat a cucumber, or can I eat a cucumber, or can I eat lettuce that's already been? Can I eat a? Let me see. Let's see. Can I eat a piece of bread if the cat already ate a piece of it? You may miss that. Like, then I'm like, oh, ew, you may be like, ew, you ate that piece of bread. You just let it flow. Okay. Sometimes some things your kids are saying or doing is just funny as heck. When I replay some of my videos from like 2018, I'm like, wow, it's so cute. And sometimes you do answer their questions. I'm not saying you won't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. When you do catch them, when you do hear them, because sometimes you may be done saying something, right, Leo? And or you may be done doing something. Now your brain is saying, okay, it can receive new information, and then you happen to hear, it's like now there's a way for that new conversation or that thing the child is saying to come through, like this, come through your finger, and then you hear what they, oh, okay, oh yeah, really, oh yeah, that is cute, oh yeah, I like your pony, oh yeah, yeah, that's a nice unicorn, or something like that. It's just let it flow. Okay, if you hear it, you hear it, but just watch out for danger. Majority of what you need to do is watch out for danger while you're doing your videos or Zoom, pretty much. And then make sure they're fed, or give them something before you start the video, or show them where to get food if they're old enough. Okay, or put their food out before you start your video. Make sure they have something to drink and something to eat, and make sure it's a safe environment. Okay, so for Leo, I don't know, male or female, whatever Leo needed is Leo in your chart somewhere, and you may be an entrepreneur. That's what I'm getting from this. Is there somebody that um, is an entertainer as well? You could be somebody that entertains. So you may be somebody that works in the limelight, and people may be maybe saying that you're not uh, a good parent because you're always away on business. Okay, uh, or it's just the way you may work in entertainment, and people are questioning your parenting. Uh, they're just throwing out their own narrative on how you should parent your child if you're an entertainer. Okay, um, you have a lot of passion for what you do, and maybe your passion also includes your child, and they are calling you. Um, they're you're saying that you introducing your child to the business that you're also doing is some type of parenting issue. No, you have passion, and that passion may trickle down to, because when somebody's passionate about something, right, it may trickle down to want your child to be in that industry or that entertainment type situation, just like a doctor wants their children, because they're so excited and passionate about being a doctor, right, that they want their children to be a doctor or nurse, or entrepreneur, or a builder, a carpenter, astronaut, a pilot, whatever it is. Okay, someone has a lot of passion for it, but someone is also throwing out illusions that you should not uh, have a lot of passion for something right now because you're an entertainer. How dare you do something that makes us have to judge you? We're judging you, and we're saying you shouldn't have passion for something else other than what we say you should have passion for. Somebody is being judged for one one person that came to mind is Erica Badu. The picture she put out of her and her daughter. Um, I had a question. I'm like, okay, so what if they were both walking on the sidewalk and they were wearing that outfit? Just they're regular people, her and her daughter, just walking on the sidewalk at a outlet mall, like regular people wearing their clothes, just walking on the mall at the mall. But because they took a still picture, it's wrong to see their backside. But if I was walking behind them and they were walking in the mall or walking on the sidewalk on the outlet, I would still see the same thing. but in motion, in walking position. I will still see the same two butts, two nice asses. That's really what the picture was, right? It's just two people with their butts and they're just looking back, but they had clothes on. So let's pretend they're just walking down the street, mother and daughter just talking. Those are the same butts we're going to see when they're walking down the street. What was, I don't understand. It's a picture of a still picture, but I just didn't get what's the uproar. It's the same thing as if they were walking down the street together, just laughing and talking, having a deep mother and daughter conversation, and you just happen to see them with your eyes walking. Those same butts are going to be behind them. They ain't going nowhere. What's the point here? Like, why are they? What? I just was confused. Like, what's the problem? I see so many people with yoga pants going to a gym, and because it's not a still picture, then it's okay. There's nothing wrong with yoga pants, though. I see so many tight booty shorts, and you can go to the colleges, and especially majority, is some prestigious colleges. You'll see the females with you know short shorts, and we see college movies. They have short shorts, um, t-shirt and shorts, and you know but you see I've seen some colleges, okay, and the girls, they have those booty shorts. And I'm not talking about black girls, okay. Let me just put that there, so you won't be no, because I'm black I have to say that it wasn't black girls that I saw tons of booty shorts, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay. Tons of them, and they weren't black girls, but there was still girls. They're feminine and they're women, black girls or not. It's still, they wanted to dress with the booty shorts. That's fine. That's them. They're girls. They want to be like they're young. Even if you're older, that's your business. That's your butt. But what I'm trying to say is that I saw a lot of girls and my sons, my daughters' colleges dress like that. No one's having a problem with it. Okay, they do that every day during the summer. But no one's having a problem with it. But if they had taken a still picture, put it on the internet, would that have been a problem? But it's okay to walk around like that in motion where we can see it. But in a picture, it's a problem to see those same. It's just as if it doesn't make any. I don't get it. It's like maybe because I have so much, I'm so open minded that I cannot understand what's the problem with seeing the back of two people, um, with clothes on, shape of their body, butt cheeks from the back, because we see people all the time from their back because they're maybe in front of us walking. Still, I don't. Someone has to please tell me what's wrong with that. I'm sorry, spitting. Yeah, but like I said, all I saw was my imagination. Just imagine them walking in front of you, minding their business, talking, laughing, and that's just the way they're shaped. You got to see a new perspective because people were trying to put out an illusion that it's wrong. It's not wrong. It's just as if you were going to the beach and you saw two females walking in front of you, and they had G strings on, but they're at the beach. They're gonna go find a place to put their umbrella up and sit still, and no one has a problem with it. They're walking, and we see cheeks and pretty much almost exposed breasts, right? But if it's a still picture and they post it, oh my goodness, now it's a problem. What is going on with the world? Okay, so yeah, illusions, making something that's okay look bad. Someone is out to do that, and they're doing it with a passion. Okay, they're putting a lot of passion in it to make it look like it's something really bad. Leo, don't let it happen. Still focus. It says someone's trying to get you out of feeling passionate about something by throwing out illusions. Don't believe it. Just keep going. Be that person that likes to perform, entertain, be creative, Um, you may be a kind of person that likes to wear costumes or um, do plays, concerts, movies. Um, yeah, sense of humor, uh, very romantic. Okay, don't let somebody also try to make you think it's an illusion if they try to make you think you are not capable of getting true love. Okay, it's an illusion. Okay. Whew. How many cars? Oh, why did I turn around? So we have the fifth house here. Oh, you know what? No, yeah, yeah. Okay. So what else? Ooh, okay. What else do you have? What's in back here? Strength, energy. That's a lot of energy there. Okay. Mm, that's a lot of energy. To also, because the lion is passion, right? You have a lot of energy, a lot of strength. You got to have a lot of strength to um, say and do the courageous thing. Okay. I think you're a very courageous person as well. Okay. And it's so weird. Well, not weird, amazing, is that it's hard for people, some people, to say some of the things that you say, but it's easy for you to say because you have a lot of courage. It's hard for some people to say the things that you're saying, but because of your strength and your courage, you're able to say what it is that others will not say. Okay. hmm Justice and temperance. Hmm. Pretty much. I think some of you may go to court about some of the, or you may, okay, so if you're dealing with a relationship, somebody may have been trying to make it look as if you were not um, emotionally there or supportive, okay, of the relationship or the job, or you may be trying to keep your job, and someone may be saying you're not as motivated. Okay, it's not the final judgment because here comes courage, meaning that justice could be that the universe gives you something better. Okay, because justice can mean anything. It could mean that justice comes in for you, and if one door closes, another one opens, right? Because it's not the final judgment. Somebody may be like, hey, you don't have a lot of passion for this, we have to let you go. And uh and you may have lost passion for something, maybe a relationship, a marriage, a job. Wow, it's so amazing. The scale and the two cups here. So somebody may be also getting a divorce because it's going to bring you that emotional balance. Okay, so some of you may be going through some court situation, and it's going to bring you an emotional balance. Maybe this is forced by the universe because you have to have a lot of strength here. You have to have a lot of strength to do this. A lot of courage to also break free from something that's not right, not fair. Maybe somebody is unfairly giving and taking, or unfairly keeping their emotions, and it's hard to get them to say what they have to say or put energy or feed this relationship. It's hard for them. This could be someone that holds back their feelings and you don't. So it's and some of you, it could be hard for you to get this person to say how they feel. So there could be a divorce or separation here. Someone feels like it's not fair that someone doesn't reciprocate with their feelings. Hard to get this person to. But there's someone else that they're going to. Hold on, okay? All right, so there's somebody else that's going to, with the justice here and temperance, there's going to be someone that actually opens up. So we have two scenarios. One is you just are done with the relationship, you're probably getting a divorce, separation, or letting it go, okay, or walking away, making a decision with the justice card. Okay, you're maybe took this step to try to balance out your emotions. Okay, so you're making the justice card is making a decision to go towards emotional balance, right? And so this will, oh man, wow, somebody had to tell their story. They really didn't want to hash out their story in court about this relationship. It's because it took a lot of strength for them to even tell what's been going on in that household or in that at that job. Whatever is happening here, they're in front of the justice system. And it's what's so cool is that at the time that you go towards this when you're put in front of uh, this scale, when you're when you go when you're put before this justice um, situation, the universe balancing out something, when it's put before you, you're going to find a way out of a situation because this is the universe um, finally bringing you out of a situation that's been um, keeping you stuck. This is to bring you emotional stability and balance, to remove you from something that is keeping you um, from being happy, keeping you from being courageous. Something is keeping you from being entertaining, performing, um, creative, playful. And there may be a love affair because we have justice. So there may be love affairs here, uh, keeping you from your passions. There's no pleasure. Wow. Remember, this card was upside down. The fifth house is upside down earlier. It's not completely. Remember, I said it was almost upside down, but pretty much like I'm going to say this much of the card is what we have to work with here. This this much right here is what we have to work with. So this much, right? But it's not completely upside down. So you're missing out on pleasures. And you probably stop going to parties and stuff like that. Maybe there's no trust in in maybe you stop going to the club to look for someone or to date. You stop going to parties. Um, some of you have even given up on the passion of having children or more children. Um, the sense of humor has decreased. Uh, no hope in finding real romance. Disco ball, like I said, having parties, going to the club or going out to dance. Some of you did lose interest in that. Maybe you were in a toxic relationship with your family, your ex here, or your job. Your something made you not so uh, fun, not so passionate, but that was just something was keeping you in an illusion, thinking that um, you're never going to get that romantic, pleasurable love that you're looking for. Some of you want pleasure in romance. You want to go out, have a good time with the person you're with, and have a family with this person. Be playful, have children, have a sense of humor with each other, and always know that you'll be there um, to bounce off, that humor. Yeah, it's justice coming in. There's emotional balance. There's a relationship coming in, however that relationship is. Okay, but the passion is coming back. You're gonna be able to the mouth of that lion. You're able to open that passionate uh, thing back up. All right, you're just gonna have to open the mouth of that lion and get back into the game. Get back into being passionate for the thing that you were called to do. You may have to juggle one platform from another, or juggle two jobs, or you can keep both jobs and just go from both one to another. One might make more money than the other, or you may just completely finish, stop one and go towards the next. Some of you may be juggling relationships, but there's justice coming in where you're just going to have to pick one, or let it go and wait for another, okay, so that you can have emotional stability. Okay. But it says your passion is coming through. You're going to have the courage to do what it is that you're passionate about. Okay. Is there anything else before I close out? What was the purpose of this reading? So, this is Leo's reading. I know I said a lot, but it was meant to be said. Whoever needs to hear this will hear it. So, whatever drama you had, uh, it has to do with illusions. Okay. Someone, uh, this thing is, I'm getting that something made you. It wasn't something that you did on your own, because remember, you went towards something with a passion. The illusion is that someone or an entity made it look as if you were not performing, so you started to believe that you were not performing. It's an illusion. Someone made it look like you were not as entertaining. They did things in the background to make it look like no one really wants you. No one really wants to hear you. No one wants to see you. It's all an illusion to others, but if they got to know you, they can see that you are creative. You are entertaining. Whatever you're trying to go for here, you are a passionate person. And when it comes to relationships and love making, it could be someone has put out has put out an illusion. Um, oh wow, why did I wasn't supposed to say this, huh? An illusion that you may be contaminated or sick or have some type of disease, or somebody is putting out an illusion out there, or making it look like or doing things to make you not focus on your beauty. It's like some type of illusion making you feel like you're not desirable. That's what it is. And there's no pleasure romantically with you. Okay, they may be doing some things that make you a little upset, or go into your masculine energy if you're a woman. And so they're putting out illusions that um, someone could not get pleasure from you because of what they said. Okay, because of what they said and put out the propaganda. Okay, so propaganda or lies, illusions, or they want you to believe that you are not desirable. Okay, that's sick. Anyway, okay. Oh, okay. So what is this? Challenges. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna meet someone. Okay, you're gonna meet someone, and you know what? They're smiling and look like nice to meet you. You're gonna meet someone, and they're okay. Wow, this. I like this picture. Okay, just imagine. Uh, look, just imagine you're gonna meet someone, possibly for the first time, or you're going to meet again, and they're like, nice to meet you. So you may meet by fate, because this person is being led to you. You see how they're on the same path as you, right? This may be fate. Someone's coming towards you, and then look at the decisions you had to make. Look at, I told you, entertainment, um, performing. You're creative. Look at all the decisions you have to make. The word creative, the idea. Look at the word idea in the circle. You have so many ideas. You're gonna have enough strength to keep moving on and work on those ideas. You're gonna get enough strength to do it. You're gonna have that emotional balance. You just gotta accept or let that emotional balance come in, and see that there's things that are unfair and there's things that are fair. But just know that that's the way that scale is: fair, unfair. And once you know that there both exist in the same universe, Learn how to accept and balance it. Okay, that will help you become passionate, knowing that there are things that are going to be unfair, but still be passionate, because with passion comes new ideas on how to get to the next level. Or if you cannot, if there's things stopping you, don't worry, keep being passionate, because new ideas, it says right here, look how many ideas keep coming to you until you finally make it. Ask the people that have made it how many times they were shut down or stopped or blocked, and they finally made it. That one idea or that one thing they did finally got them to the top, or they finally started to generate income that they were wanting. And one of your ideas is going to make you generate that income, is going to help you generate that income you're looking for. Just keep going. Don't let anyone stop you. Okay, you have a light bulb here: sports, career, information. Keep looking for information. Keep don't give up doing research, learning about new things, anything, because that anything that you learn about, even if it's by mistake, you learn about something, it may give you an idea. Okay, so we have a lot of questions and there's answers. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was it for Leo. Thank you for watching. Oh, I forgot your angel answers. What do angels have? Yes, give me reconsider. You see what I'm saying? This is oh my god, that song. Um reconsider that song. If you're if you're thinking of something, reconsider. If you think of giving up, reconsider. It's a song by what's her name? Womack. It says, oh my god, it's Womack. Her last name is Womack, and in the verse, one of the verses, it says, if you feel like quitting or something like that, reconsider. Give faith a fighting chance. I hope you dance. There it is. The song was in my head. I hope you dance. It's by some I forgot her first name. Something Womack. I think Womack. She's a it's not a country. I think she's a country singer. I sometimes get her mixed up with Faith Evans, but it's not Amy Womack. It's something Womack, but it's called I Hope You Dance. And I'm gonna leave this right here. Please reconsider before you give up on your hopes and dreams, and play that song. It's so beautiful. I just played it last week. Okay, I hope you dance. Okay, have a good morning. Or is it afternoon yet? It's afternoon. All right.